Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everybody, from Talking Heads right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. See you in the new year.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Lord have mercy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, well.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Fine Threads, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Jerkers Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, NRG Nutrition, Percy's Island Games, Prince Masters, Thompson Trading, and Tropical Gyros.
And abuse me, I leave them with the brown. The work goes by so long on them plantation, and me never get paid. Or gold they stole away, how many life them slay. Now them work just lock them in them years. You are your crook, yeah.
We're back at ya on the Tuesday, December 17th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company, right up until 6 p.m. And let me tell you, Father Time is undefeated. Let me tell you, I woke up yesterday, my left knee was the size of a cantaloupe, man. It was huge. All I can tell you is Father Time is undefeated. You think you get away with them nagging injuries early on in life. I'm good. I'm all right. I worked it out. Yeah, no more problems. I'm over it. Ha! Get them 40s, boy. Boom! Pain. So I'm no fear I'm in the chair, but I'm hobbling, boy. Let me tell you. And I don't need no more remedies either. I don't need a cat and salt and tequila for this kind of injury. I know sometimes when you got a bad flu, you might need that remedy, but not today. You know, some of you all go. But anyway, it is Tuesday, so I'm going to chime in with Grand Bahama, the Freeport Report. We'll talk with Sarah Kirkby. Darren Cooper may chime in, but he may be tied up. And it's busy down there in Freeport. And we'll talk about everything that's happening in Grand Bahama, especially the festivities that's coming up. Because, Grand Bahama, famous for a lot of Christmas festivities. So we'll talk about that with Sarah Kirkby from the Grand Bahama News. That's coming up on the flip side of the break. But like I said, lots to chime in about. And here's how you chime in.
Here's how you can become a talking head. Brought to you by BTC.
Text line's powered by 796. Phone lines open in New Providence, 323-6232. 325-4316, 325-4259. Toll free in anyone of the Family Islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Stream us live, take us wherever you want to go, GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969, BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk all day, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We're going to hear about all things Grand Bahama in short order, but, before we get to that break, let's check out the headlines here in the 242 and throughout the rest of the Family Islands.
It's time for Headliners. Everything that's making headlines in the 242. Brought to you by the Fine Threads.
And don't forget, Fine Threads got the 12 days of Christmas going on. And let me see what they got going on for you today. Because they always got something going on in the 12 days of Christmas. It's a hookup. It is a hookup. And today is the 17th, day 6, 30% off all socks. So be sure to check out both Fine Thread locations, Tarpon Hill, Mackie Street, the flagship store, and the Southwest Shopping Plaza location. And be sure to check them out. Wide variety on socks, the Argyle socks as well, too. You want to talking about y'all like diamond socks? Yeah, it's Argyles they got for you. Dress socks. Everyday socks. Great deals going on, all right? And especially if you want to accessorize. So be sure to check them out today. More information online. Simply log on to FineThreads.com. All right, here we go. Here's what's blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian. A growing need for assistance. Hanschel, people are struggling. Story by Tanika Thompson. Great Commission Ministries, a local charity, has seen a 20 to 25% increase in requests for assistance this year. Increase in donations. The organization's founder and president, Bishop Walter Hanschel, said yesterday, it is the worst he's seen in terms of the needs among people. My God. And the pictures speak 1,000 words. Gomez distressed by latest drug corruption allegations, story by Candia Dames. Retired Anglican Archbishop Drexel Gomez was a member of the 1980s Commission of Inquiry into the impact of drug trafficking on the Bahamas, has been left deeply depressed by allegations of massive cocaine trafficking through the Bahamas, allegedly ensnaring law enforcement and government officials. My concern when I heard about all of this is how could Bahamians go back to cocaine because of the damage that had been done in the past? Gomez said in an interview with the Nassau Guardian on Monday, I just found it overwhelming that they would still be trying to go back to that. That to me doesn't make sense. All the damage that cocaine has done to so many families in this country, I just think that given the public record, that people would be not just afraid of it, but wouldn't want to go near it because of the damage it has caused. And it's so obvious. No extradition request yet after. And Monroe, PM, to discuss way forward with Royal Bahamas Defense Force Commodore. When Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis meets with Royal Bahamas Defense Force Commodore Raymond King last week, or when he met with Raymond King last week, in the wake of the damning allegations against Bahamian law enforcement officers in a recently unsealed U.S. indictment, he's expected to discuss the public's perceived lack of trust. Especially in the agency and the new way forward. Minister of Security Wayne Monroe said yesterday. We got to clean it up across the board, people. We're going into Christmas and these the headlines? White Christmas, all right, but for all the wrong reasons. But bump. And with that being said, let's get to the break. Flip side of the break, we'll be going to Grand Bahama for the Freeport Report. That's right, each and every Tuesday, great supplement in The Guardian from the Grand Bahama News, everything Grand Bahama, and we'll be discussing it. So be sure to keep it right where you got it, because on the flip side of the break, we're going down to Grand Bahama. We'll be chopping things up with Sarah Kirkby. Darren Cooper may possibly join us. But the Tuesday, December 17th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
And abuse me, I leave them with the brown. The work goes by so long on them plantation, and me never get paid. Or gold they stole away, how many life them slay. Now them work just like this. You are your crew can go to well.
One in every 4 Bahamians face some level of food insecurity. AML Foods remains committed to helping. And this year, through our Feed 5,000 program, we'll donate $30,000 to provide holiday meals to families in need. But we need your help. From November 4th to December 18th, show your support and donate at the register at Solomon's, Costrite, Fresh Market, Exuma Markets, or Domino's Pizza in Nassau, Grand Bahama, or Exuma. Together, let's put an end to hunger.
This KFC drip just won't quit. Step your flavor game up with the new KFC Saucy Nuggets. 100% real premium white meat nuggets, sauced in your choice of one of 5 KFC sauces: Korean barbecue, mango habanero, guava barbecue, stinging honey garlic, or signature barbecue. Do whatever the crunch you want with any of our new KFC Saucy Nuggets. 100% real, 100% a deal. Only available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. KFC Saucy Nuggets Strip. It's finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home, more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
It's time for The Buzz. What are you buzzing on? Brought to you by John's Shoes.
Lord have mercy. Whoa, well. We burn a fire, banner we got. Babylon and the free talk could have never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. Me burn a fire, banner we got. Babylon and the free talk could have never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. The work goes by so long on them plantation, and me never get paid.
You've got it locked and loaded to the Tuesday, December 17th edition of Talking Heads. Into the Buzz, all brought to you, of course, by John's Shoes. And don't forget, John's got that 12 days of Christmas going on, giveaways every day. 12 days of Christmas leading up to Christmas. All right, so be sure to pop into both locations, John's Plaza Carmichael, where they got still got some Sale Adams Timberland sales going on, hoodies, t-shirts, jeans, pants, Carmichael Road only. That kicked off yesterday, but there's still, that's still going on down there in Carmichael, and new bags. That's right. Brand new bags, new arrivals of cute bags just in time for the holidays at John's. Stop by both locations, ladies, and check them out. Both locations available for you at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Remember, John's, shopping at John's is always a pleasure, right? Always a pleasure to serve you at John's. They're always looking forward to seeing you. Always going to take good care of you. All right, let's head down to Grand Bahama and check in with Sarah Kirk. Do we have Darren today, or is Darren still missing in action? I know he was tied up doing some big things at the port. So, Sarah,
I think we're still waiting to hear from him.
Happy holiday!
I'm convinced he's gonna tune it.
That's good stuff. Happy holiday, Sarah, to you and yours. And
I'm just gonna go for it. Merry Christmas.
boom! There you go. Enjoy to the fullest.
I'm still laughing from your white Christmas joke. Sorry, that killed me.
But I'm bump.
You nailed it on that one today, baby.
So tell me some good stuff out of Grand Bahama, man, because this your opportunity to be, Pollyanna as always. Been no complaints from me or Darren.
That's right.
Because I want to get into the Christmas season.
I
do not want to be all upset going into the holidays, man. And every day I look at the headlines, they're very depressing. Very depressing. So tell me what's good going on in Grand Bahama.
Well, it's a warm Christmas here in Freeport right now. We're waiting for that cold front to come back through, which I love. The cold front seems to be doing good. I'm knocking on some wood right now. We had in our newspaper, we've kind of highlighted that Carnival is continuing to do these large events and getting people to come out and trying to sign up and work with them. This time it was the straw market vendors and other vendors that they're looking to do work with. They're doing pest control service, laundry services, waste recycling, food carts, vending machines, on-site car rentals. So all of that has been highlighted with them. And so they keep doing these big events at the convention center at Arlequia. And so that's great. And everybody's been pretty positive, trying to understand how all the process works. So that's a good news. And they're very busy because they've got to get that place up and ready for next year. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, early next year, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they put that out at this last year's Super Bowl. I think, was it last year's Super Bowl? And they had that huge ad. So they got to be ready. So and everybody is, you see people all over town that are all working there. So, and the buses do the early morning runs all the way out there because they're out east, quite far for us from the city. And so it's a beautiful spot. The beach is really absolutely stunning there. So, and they've also raised it. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but they've raised the land there 20 feet. So they use the fill that they dug the canal system with to allow the boats access there, have filled the land. So it's, preserved also because of hurricane issues previously. So yeah, it's been a massive amount of work going on down there. I know a friend of mine is hoping that he doesn't have to work all the way through Christmas. But I'm not holding my breath for him.
And then you got the soft opening for UB North Phase 1. I see that's, that attracted some heads.
It's really lovely. It's just down the road from my office. So I go past it and we've been seeing the construction going. I can look out my window and great asset for downtown because it means that students, easier access for those kids who definitely who are in 8 Mile Rock. They were, struggling from where they were going before when they were driving a little bit more out east. So this is a great place for them to be. It's close to downtown, close to bus transportation, ample parking. So everyone's looking for a nice boost in the city center, and they've done a beautiful job out there. They've been working out there. It's really pretty, and there's a diagram that we have in the paper today, and it's online, and it really shows a really true depiction of what the school will look like. So it's great, and that's my office building over there to the right of the two double stories, so you can say hi to me. But no, it's great, and thank you to businessman Sebastian for his contribution, which is incredible that he gave. And it really
$4.5 million donation for the UB North transformation of the former Kipling building.
Not bad, and it seems to be one that they get it in installments, which I think is a very smart way to put that money through. So it's amazing. I mean, it really does look beautiful over there, and it's going to make, as we've talked about the cleanup of Freeport, really starting to have as much as we can with everybody in the Port Authority and them, getting on hand. This is a beautiful redevelopment for the island.
Good stuff. And then I see shovels in the ground at the Carl Road development.
Yeah, so this was the one that was formerly Steininger, which we had a very hard time saying that one. Steininger, that was it, Steininger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we much prefer the new name that they've given it. So it's very good. And we had an update from Hanno Strack, who came here with his partner, who we had originally interviewed, Christoph, and they have really fallen in love with the island. They very much embraced the community, and they are now getting their investments are all in hand, and they're starting to build. These are multi-million-dollar homes. They come along with a beach club access. And I believe when they originally did it, and I don't know if it will still happen, but it's supposed to be access to a plane as well. I don't know if that's still going to be part of it. And so you buy in and you get that plane as a service to travel in and out of the island. Not bad. Should we get one for you, Naughty?
Yeah, man. Get me a plane for me and MJ. We'll be barking for us to Freeport all the time. What?
All right. Sounds good. You got relatives here, so the family will be happy.
How you mean? Quick, fast, and hurry up, skip, and a jump. Boom. But
it's a great location. I mean, they started doing everything there. They also, they've tied it to a beachfront property right there, which is down from Coral Road, if you know the island. And it's just great. It's super. So it's all kicking off, with Weller development all clearing. So these are all new homes, which we need.
Man, and then I see two other stories that kind of make me scratch my head.
Yeah,
a growing vagrancy problem, which is sad, and we have it here as well too.
Do you have it as well? It's been really sad lately, and I don't know if it's because it's the winter season and more people come out, but I really feel as a community, and I know we probably all see it in our chat groups and stuff that we're on. I don't think we do enough as a community to help these people. I know their families must struggle, and usually by the time they're on the streets, they've had issues where their families aren't speaking or they've done something to the family, so they're not helping them anymore. But just to leave them there, I think we have more assets that we could use. Like I know here there's a lot of empty buildings and apartments. So I don't understand why we can't give them to like a church group or to the Salvation Army to turn into halfway housing for these people. And I'm sure it would probably be the same, and we've got buildings that could do the same.
Definitely.
It just takes someone to make that effort.
We do that. And sometimes, we have to that's a direct reflection on us as a society.
Mm-hmm.
How we take care of things like that. And it's a growing situation in Grand Bahama, growing situation here. We need to address it before it gets really... And it's sobering, too, because if you look at the headlines in today's Guardian, the Great Commissions with Bishop Hanschel, he said he's seen a 20 to 25% increase in persons in need and only a 10% increase in donations. Yeah. So it's rough out there.
Yeah, we don't need our society to become a have and a have-nots. That's what's so beautiful about our country. And you know that when you go away and you can see how different we are. Like, okay, I was in line at Kelly's today buying something. I forgot something. And I went to go and I had to go down a different aisle. And I literally turned to the guy behind me. I don't know him. I've never seen him. And I can safely say to him, hey, could you watch my cart for a minute? I'll be right back. I left my bag and everything. I wasn't worried. I wasn't concerned. You don't get that everywhere in the world anymore, you know? And these are the kind of, we should be taking care of our brothers and sisters. And we have a big, huge church society. So I really do think we need to step up a little bit more and start helping. I don't know how to do it. And I'm, you know, but I think we do need to start taking care of these people that are truly struggling, not just money-wise, but mentally as well.
This is true. I think you need to get some members of the community, the business community down there together. Sarah, get a little think tank going and see how you all can assist.
I do. I was talking to a friend of mine who works with insurance management. I really do. I think it's something I would like to talk about, because you don't see these young women as well as and you know, God only knows what happens to them. So you know what? Let's challenge me for 2025 to do that. I got no problem with it.
And then another thing too, we got to challenge is illegal dumping. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's not even
it's on somebody's property. That was crazy to me.
Yeah, and we have a proper facility and everything to do that. And I do, like, you know, we know better. You know, it's like my mom would say, "There's no brought-upsy there." You know, and it's true. You just it's horrible. And to think at Christmas time when everyone's trying to clean up their houses and stuff and look beautiful and having guests over, and then you're just going to go dump your stuff somewhere? No, we can't let them get away with that. This is where I believe the police need to step in and do the fining that they're supposed to do. I don't know if you have those signs, but we have signs all over our island. It's
no dumping, but I mean,
fine,
you know, people don't check for that. They don't care.
People. Yeah, but if you find somebody and do it, if you get a ticket here, you're going to stop doing it. I got the ticket for avoiding the speed bumps. I go on every speed bump now. You know, you got to learn your lesson. So I think policemen should be giving tickets out to people who throw garbage out the window and make our island. We're a tourist nation. We should look perfect all the time. I mean, as perfect as we can.
Yeah, but that takes, I mean, you know, a lot of stick to it.
We need the little guys with the scooters going around.
Yeah, I mean, we need to do something, because at the end of the day, you leave it.
It can be the
you
same
leave
people
that
going
pod
after the
today,
ones-
it's a bigger pod tomorrow, and before you know it, it's an even bigger eyesore. Because then
The
others think,
handicapped
okay, that's
parking people. They can go for them too. The ones you don't like can always get all the time. They could get them.
they need to get all of them. Don't get me started with
Yeah,
them
they
too.
do. I
Don't
know.
get me
I'm with you
started up with them.
100%. And
Because-
the last good news story though, I feel we have a young man who's signing a scholarship to go play basketball for Fulbright. He was playing here in Grand Bahama. He came from, I believe they've come from Abaco, the Out Islands, and they've joined this new program that they've started in Grand Bahama for these students. So it's really fantastic.
Well, that's good stuff. You know, I always like to see young athletes get off abroad and do what they need to do, you know?
And these are the same athletes that will hopefully come back and help us one day, like Buddy Hield and John Quell, you know?
Correct.
They all come back home and they make us so proud, and they make us look so good in the community as well. So it's great.
And that's how you build a successful program, and that's how you build, you know, future athletes and create a pipeline.
100%.
And give kids opportunity to
So
get
there we
off
go.
and play ball. So, yep.
Right. So the only thing I can tell you, because Darren's not here to complain about it, and I will keep complaining because it's biggest subject is we still don't have our airport.
Yeah, biggest subject, and then right after
It's
that, no
the
buy-up for the
subject.
hotel. Don't talk that. Don't forget that now.
Yeah, I mean, they are doing their best at the hotel. I know they're working very hard. They've got some great events. We're advertising it in our our
I see
paper
that
this
coming
week,
up.
so I
I see,
encourage you that.
Yeah, doing big things for the
Yeah,
holidays.
they are there. I mean, and they've got the numbers. We've got tourists coming in, but we really do need to get this sorted out. There, if everything's aligning, but those two big pieces are part of that alignment that we need to happen. So I hope the government's working on it. I don't know what the holdup is, but you know, it's very frustrating when you watch the news every day and you see all the other airports that are redesigning and being built up, and you're like, hello, we had the hurricane. Come on, guys.
Correct.
We deserve this. You know, it's our turn, and you know, it's time for it to happen. So, as you say, all I want for Christmas is.
Yeah, you and a lot of other people, Sarah. I think that's something
I
y'all
know.
can definitely want, you know, for your Christmas right under your tree. And hopefully y'all get it, man, because y'all deserve it. And hopefully a buyer for the hotel will come along and you take it from there. But, like I said, I don't know if we're going to do next Tuesday, because that's like the eve of Christmas Eve.
That's fine. That's okay. So I can say Merry Christmas to all
Boom.
the fabulous people who tune in and say comments to us all the time, because it's so nice to get the support, and they listen to us every Tuesday, and it's so wonderful.
And I want to thank, you and Darren for both of your contributions. Looking forward to doing it all over again in 2025. And obviously before the new year, but obviously, for another successful run in 2025. And from me and MJ and the boys, from our house to yours, to both your families, we want you to enjoy it to the fullest, man. Everything that is good about Christmas, we want you to enjoy and have a good time. And all our love to our family in Freeport, especially my mother-in-law, because, I love her to pieces. And, yeah, for me, send some soup plates and some Johnny cake. We can work it out. If I got to send the boys on a flight to get it and bring it back, we'll make that happen.
That's great. I love it. I'll send you some patties.
There you
go. We do need to get together in one of these islands, Naughty, and you dare, and some nice food. You're welcome to come here. We could do a tour.
Yeah, we can do that, man. Listen, man, me and MJ have no problem, on a food tour either, man. As long as it's gourmet, it's all good. Call us Galloping Gourmets. We're there.
I love it. Okay.
All right.
And I want to thank you for the opportunity you've given both Darren and I to share our views.
No worries, man.
Our paper.
Grand Bahama is near and dear to me. My in-laws are down there. I brag on how much I was blessed with a great mother-in-law, because, I've heard horror stories about other mother-in-laws, but I'm blessed. Mine is an angel, and I appreciate her and my in-laws all down there in Freeport. And it's always a good time. And shout out to my brother-in-law, Jared. Sorry about that 1-point victory in fantasy football, bro. Look, it could have gone either way. If I win it, we'll share the trophy. That's how bad I feel about it. But, like we always say, somebody got to take the dub, so I will on your behalf.
I love it.
But definitely, Sarah, you guys have a great vacation, man, and all the best. And we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, thank you. And thank you so much. Have a super Christmas. I hope Santa is very, 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 very good to you, Mr. Naughty. You are a lovely man.
Me and Santa don't get along, but me and the Easter Bunny cool. But yeah, man, with a nickname like Naughty, me and Santa don't go do stuff. But the Easter Bunny, he all right with me.
I think you're that naughty, but you're still very nice.
There you go. I'm sure it'll be a great one, man. All right, you guys be safe.
All right.
Grand Bahama, we'll talk soon, and have a great holiday, everybody down there in Grand Bahama who always support us and always got it locked and loaded. We appreciate y'all, man. And even though y'all been Hugh Campbell too much, we still love you still. All right, let's get to the break, Mr. Producer. Flip side of the break, we'll open up the lines. We'll chop it up for the final 20 or so of the first hour right here on the Tuesday, December 17th edition of Talking Heads, which continues right after this.
Just slap them in them face. Why are you are your crew can go too well. Cause after we know under you colonial spell, and chin that you come tell. Hey.
Bring flavor home for the holidays with a KFC Festive Feast. Create timeless memories with a $20 KFC Festive Bucket, brimming with 8 pieces of your favorite fried chicken and 4 buttery biscuits, or decorate the dinner table with a mega Festive Bucket featuring 8 pieces of juicy chicken, 4 biscuits, a large corn and mashed potato duo with a side of gravy, and 4 of our new pumpkin dessert biscuits. Crunch the holidays however you want and let us do the dishes. KFC Nassau, it's finger-licking good.
You try to rest, roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian or at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, De Gregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News Sales Representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the map. You getting cash in your pocket. Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We
We playing Red Island Games.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Lord have mercy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, well. We burn a fire, banner we got Babylon and the free talk coulda never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. Me burn a fire, banner we got Babylon and the free talk coulda never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. And them plantation, and me never get paid. Or gold they stole away, how many life them slay. Now them works and slap them in them face. Why are yes, you are your crew can go to well. Cause after we know under you colonial spell, and all those false doctrine that you compel. Hey, and all those books you stole away, all those kids you led astray. Wait on your judgment day. Bobby wrong. Me burn a fire, banner we got Babylon and the free talk coulda never get me down. And though they tried to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the friend.
We're back at you on the Tuesday, December 17th edition of Talking Heads. Lines are open, man. We can talk about whatever you want. You know, it is the holiday season. Christmas coming up. And listen, I need I want to give some toting tips, and y'all need to hit me up with some toting tips as well, okay? Yeah, because plenty party to get around to this year. You gotta know how to tote. Let me check the text lines. You're full of jokes today. Naughty, I challenge you to come to Nassau and go Canberra at Baintown and ask someone to watch up. But kindly ask Sarah, did Ginger Moxie do anything for Grand Bahama? Did they get any turkeys or hams for Christmas? All right, well, I'll have to ask that after, the holidays. Still got time to have them delivered. So, yeah, let's see how it plays out. Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads. Talking Heads.
Lottie.
Good afternoon.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Okay. I, for the first time in any government, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have ever seen this the fourth year now. My representative, nothing.
No, man.
I swear to God.
Which area that is?
Yeah, nothing.
Stop it. But don't I see all kind of big parties and big things going out there in Mount Moriah? And all kind of chefs showing up for Mother's Day and different. No,
I ain't talking about no big party. Of course, we had a party, right, for the children.
Okay, all right.
That happen every year. I talk about like Christmas. Right?
So no harm, no turkey is what you said?
Yeah, Tommy used to do it. Ford do it. Arnold Forbes do it. Marvin do it.
Hold on, you say Code do it? Well, God have mercy. If Code do it, then I mean, come on now. Code is my boy.
Christmas time come. Not that you're looking for anything, right? But there are some persons in the community who could use it. Now, maybe they're doing it, but I don't know who is getting it.
All right, so now let me ask you a question.
That just dawned on me just now.
Let me ask you a question. You listed off all those prior MPs. Now, when they did that Christmas celebration, did they give to the whole community, or did they just give to folks in need?
Yes, they went around. Stephanie Forbes, I'll never forget that. He went around in this truck looking like a Santa Claus, playing the music. You know what I mean?
All right, but it's
and
only that.
And then Marvin Dempsey went on the park, and people could have told line and get what they get.
Today is the 17th, man. You don't think he might be coming on the weekend?
It don't matter to me. Ain't like I wanted or looking for it, but I'm only saying,
You just made a notice that this is the fourth year that.
Year.
All right,
it happened.
Let me do my due diligence.
Not 1 year.
And
maybe
see,
it's happening, but not
unbeknownst,
it's happening.
Well, if not for some, why for others? If it's like that, or is it just the needy in the community
I
that
need
are
to
getting
probably find out if it's happening. So, let me just find out.
Well, yeah, do your due diligence and hit me back this week and let me know where we at. All right?
Okay, then. All right.
Man, I asking for toting tips. You can't tote if ain't nothing to tote. My God. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads. Talking Heads.
Naughty. Awesome show. Awesome.
Thank you. Good afternoon. How are you?
Naughty, I'm good. I know this is way off topic, but since it's Christmas time, right?
Uh-huh.
You need to get some guests to talk about how to use a roundabout.
Listen, that don't have to be Christmas time. That have to be year round. I think they need a government agency dedicated to teaching Bahamians how to use a roundabout.
Yes. I think a lot of us would appreciate it, even though it's been taught, until we're nauseous. But
so what happened? You still got people stopping on the roundabout, or that kind of foolishness, or?
Oh, they don't know what lane to go in. They ain't asking nobody if they don't know, and they just crossing over when they ain't supposed to, and they don't know what the inside lane is for, what the outside lane is for. And there's no courtesy, It's not just the roundabouts. It's everywhere you stop now. People running lights. They turning left on the red light.
And the chief offenders is the small car gang, too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. They believe they could fly, so.
Well, I mean, when you buck up in a car and you only need like $3,500 to $5,000 to get a new one, you don't need it. You could buy a spare, you know what I mean? You're on the road in days, in minutes. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, if you have one, just, use due caution and common sense,
Well, what I suggest is you have a Merry Christmas and stay far away from the roundabouts if necessary.
Yes, sir. You too. You and
your
family.
You too. All the best to you and yours. But yeah, that's long been a thing, roundabouts. Poof. My God. Roundabouts. Listen. A lot of times you see it at Cable Beach. You see it at other areas. Yep. And I don't know why we continue to put roundabouts in if we know, as a people, we do foolishness on the roundabouts. How is it that the entire right lane in front of Bahama, from the entrance of Bahama Boulevard by Breezes, that roundabout, all the way down past Scotia to that roundabout, you got a lane closed for landscape work, but yet no landscapers? How does that work? How? Please explain to me. I need to know who got the contract for that, because that's a swanky contract. Boy, y'all get the power to close a whole lane of traffic. Take a whole lane of traffic from taxpayers who need the road, causing, long lines of traffic, and y'all ain't working? And let's be honest, it look all right, but some of them bridges don't look like all of that. Now, the roundabouts at Bahama, Christmas decoration-wise, all of them look solid. All of them look good. But these lanes getting closed down don't make no sense to me. Somebody need to let me know what's going on with that. And then, speaking of the Cable Beach area, somebody need to break down what's going on Goodman's Bay. Isn't Goodman's Bay a public beach? So why is there a conglomeration of cabs dropping tourists to like the western end of Cabbage Beach near what used to be Rock and Roll Cafe and the borderline of Breezes? Now listen, if Bahamians making money, I don't have a problem with that. I just need to know how you get there. Who authorized that? Because that's a public beach. So I need to know how you get there and what's going on. That's a fair question. And I understand that some people may have moved because Cabbage Beach is now crazy or crazier. Might be better opportunities out there. So in my entrepreneurial spirit, can I go set up shop out there and vend something that's non-competitive to the vendors out there and make me some money? How is that happening? That's all I need to know. Who's in charge out there? Is that like what we see on the Western Esplanade? Is that like Tiki Hut Dam West? Is that like another version of it? What's going on? Inquiring minds and taxpayers want to know. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
What's up? No, this is Petersburg. Yeah,
hey, St. Pete, man. Happy holidays and all that good stuff to you, man. We didn't hear from you for a couple of weeks. We thought Trump snatched you up first and you was back home. He was looking for you over here.
I'm just taking... Hey, look here. With that lady who called but said people dumping on people's property, man. Look here. Those laws been on the book. They just need to start enforcing these laws. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just ridiculous, man. People dumping all on other people. And if they don't enforce the laws, people gonna always break the laws. They gotta hit them up with the fine, suspend their license, and do all this stuff. Put a lien on their car, their whole. Like over here one time, during the dry season one time, this lady flicked a cigarette butt outside the window. a state trooper pull her over and give her a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, just to set an example, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause some of these people are just too damn nasty, man. You know what I'm saying?
I with you, but I mean, we have a road traffic department, but we don't really emphasize on that. You know what I mean?
Man, look here. Put them policemen on motorcycle, bicycle, whatever you name it, hovercraft or roller skate, anything. They need to just be around and just enforce the laws, man. You know, the treasury should be full, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll hit them, suspend their license. You got people who have no.
But don't they? St. Pete have ticket quotas? Like every month they got to be able to produce X amount of tickets to see that they doing a job.
Right now, at the end of the year, they do. But some of them, let me tell you something. You got some no-nonsense police, boy. They would pull you over, you going 5 miles over the speed limit. You know what I'm telling you, boy. But, you know, I done get pulled over many times, but, you know what I'm saying, me having a military tie, a lot of the police officers are former police, military, so they give you a break sometimes. And, you know, some of the beautiful ladies get a break, but, man, you know, some of these people, man, like, you see guys who driving around their car smoking weed and speeding, no seatbelt on. Then when they get pulled over, they want to call, oh, you pulled me over because I'm black and all this stuff. Man, it's crazy stuff, man, you know? But that's need to start hitting these people with some fines, man, and put some money on the treasury, man, you know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a plan. We need to look to do that, man. But St. Pete, if I don't talk to you, man, all the best to you and the fam for the Christmas, man. Have a great Christmas and a good New Year. But I'm sure we'll talk before then.
So, go old school, Wally boys.
And on that note, we bid you farewell. Talk to you soon there, St. Pete. Saxon in your belly. All right, man. We're going to get to that break. Flip side of the break, you got Cuban Willie's numerology report brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. Getting you ready for the 5 o'clock hour. 5 o'clock, we'll hit up the news, and right out of the news, we'll be into the 5 o'clock hour. We'll be talking sports. Lots to talk about. You got college bowl season coming up. Oh, yeah. You got NBA getting into the thick of things. You got hot stove Major League Baseball offseason news. And, of course, we got the NFL to talk about. All right, that and so much more coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. We talk sports. Pearlie will be joining us. All you got to do is keep it right where you got it. The Tuesday, December 17th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
Try to use me and abuse me. I leave them with the brown. The work goes by so long on them plantation, and me never get paid. They stole away how many life them slay. Now them work to slap them in them face. Why are yes? You are your crew can go too well. Cause after we know under you colonial spell, and all those false doctrine that you compel. Hey, and all those books you stole away, all those kids you led astray. Wait on your judgment day. Babylon, me bona fire pan a weekend. Babylon and the preacher coulda never get me down. And though they tried to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. Me bona fire pan a weekend. Babylon and the preacher.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Feeling lucky? Here's Cuban Willie's numerology report. Brought to you by the Island Game.
Wepa, soy Joe Cuban Willie, and it's time once again for my numerology report brought to you by the Island Game. And today is Tuesday, so you know I got the cuatro pelotas, the 4 balls for you. Today, 2, 1, 5, 6, 21, 56, 21, 56. That's your 4 ball. Bet it, set it, and forget it with the Island Game. Stay winning, my friends.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay Island Games. We like them motto cause we've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Lord have mercy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, well.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Fine Threads, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Jerkers Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, NRG Nutrition, Percy's Island Games, Prince Masters, Thompson Trading, and Tropical Gyros.
And abuse me, I leave them with the brown. The work goes by so long on them plantation, and me never get paid. Or gold they stole away, how many life them slay. Now them work just lock them in them space. Why are yes, you and your crew can go too well. Cause after we know under you colonial spell, and all those false doctrine that you compel. Hey, and all those books you stole away, all those kids you led astray. Wait on your judgment day. Bobby wrong, me burn a fire pan a weekend. Babylon and the freezer coulda never get me down. And though they tried to use me down, me burn a fire pan a weekend. Babylon and the freezer coulda never get me down. And though they tried to use me.
We're back at you on the Tuesday, December 17th edition of Talking Heads. Keep eye out for Pearly there, Mr. Producer. He should be zooming in short order. But while we wait for the Pearl, you know it is kind of started off with like we always do. Today in sports history, all brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. Be sure to check them out Monday through Friday. Great for lunch and dinner. Then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, great for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They got great holiday hours going on for you. They got some Christmas eats and treats happening for you. You definitely want to check them out, man. And don't forget happy hour every Wednesday. Every Wednesday and Friday over there at Naughty Johnny's. Yeah, man. Definitely a good look. All right. And on this day in sports history, December 17th, a few things happened. 1933, the Chicago Bears defeated the New York Giants in the first National Football League interdivisional championship game. The Bears won 23-21. 1967, Nolan Smith, Kansas City Chiefs, set a record when he ran a kickoff return of 106 yards back for a touchdown. 1984, Dan Marino, the Miami Dolphins, set NFL season records for touchdowns, 48, completions, 362, and yards, 5,084. 1991, the NBA's most one-sided game took place when Cleveland beat Miami 148-80. You got that right, 148-80. That's 68 points. 1993, Fox outbid CBS for the National Football Conference TV package. 1994, George Foreman was a guest on Saturday Night Live. In 2000, Terrell Owens of the San Francisco 49ers caught an NFL record 20 passes for 283 yards and a touchdown against the Chicago Bears. The previous record was held by Tom Fears of the LA Rams with 18 catches on December 3rd, 1950 against the Green Bay Packers. A record of 16 receptions set in 1994 against the Los Angeles Rams. Sports quote of the day: I never set out to hurt anybody unless it was really important, like a league game or something. Dick Butkus, former Chicago Bears linebacker. All right. And that's a wrap on today in sports history. And Pearly will be joining us. So he just hit me and said, I'll be joining in short order. I'll chime in. So, yeah, he's a little tied up now, but he will be chiming in short order. So with that being said, let's just slide to the local scene, the local sports scene. All brought to you, of course, by Burger King Nassau. And don't forget, man, it's all about Whopper Wednesdays at BK. Yeah, you want to check them out. Give me a little advance and notice. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You definitely want to check them out. All about Don't Blink. Home run derby over the weekend. Man, great turnout despite the weather. And glad to see Chavez Young out of Freeport. Mets and Blue Jays organizations doing big things. He was the winner. BJ Murray Jr. made the finals again. Chicago Cubs. He's a past winner. Everybody thought he was going to go 2 times like Bo Bichette did. But he was outdone. Chavez hit like 10 or 11 to 12 in every round. He had double figures in every round. Hit really, really well. Glad to see BJ Murray and Bryce Dean in the finals. They both hit the snot out of the ball, but when it was all said and done, it was Chavez Young at the end. And Milt Palacios is from the Pittsburgh Pirates and Tampa Bay Rays organizations. Palacios, he did a great job as well hitting the ball. Yeah, to make it to the finals. Josh Palacios. And I really thought Josh might have been the winner this year. But not to be outdone, Chavez Young, awesome. Awesome performance. Awesome performance. From round one, straight through. Now, Team World won the overall competition. They beat Team Bahamas 53-42. Or 52-43. 52-43. But like I said, people enjoyed it. Pick up the Tropical Gyros. They were one of the many food vendors out there that did an awesome job. But you know me. You had me at Tropical Gyros. That was all good. So big up to Chef Coleman and the crew. And like I said, it was another great day out there at Don't Blink. And yeah, a lot of y'all making fun. Listen here, man. So what if I took a picture with the Prime Minister? Listen, me and Mr. Davis may not agree politically, but I tell you, both of us share a passion for baseball and a good joke and a good laugh. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You know what I mean? We may not be able to talk politics, but we could talk sports and crack a joke. And, you know, I was glad to see him out there opening the event and making time. And even if he was on his way to catch a flight somewhere else, he still made the effort. So I was glad to see that. And like I said, we got a pipeline of young Bahamian talent. A pipeline of young stars in the making. But that's why it's imperative to the newly elected governing body of the BAAA, Bahamas, or the BBA, the Bahamas Baseball Association. Congratulations to all of y'all. Hats off to you. You're all very learned men. You all know about baseball. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. It's imperative that you guys get it right. This next generation is counting on you, and I think you guys are the guys to get it done. And you have a platform here on my show to get the word out and to help build baseball. But I might have to hold you a little accountable on the bay. Know better, do better, if that's the case. But for the most part, you know, it's building baseball. So you have my support. Because we got a lot of talent in this country. Not just baseball either. Track and fielders, basketball, football. There's a lot of opportunities that we didn't have when we were younger. So we need to ensure that those athletes, you know, have every opportunity, especially the ones that we didn't. All right, let's slide to who's in and who's out. All brought to you, of course, by Tropical Gyros. And listen, a lot of things going on. Big up the Tropical Gyros as well. Mackey Street location, flagship store. They're open for you till 6. You got the Carmichael location, I think, open until 7 or so. And then R&D in the West open until 8. So no reason for you not to get your Tropical Gyro on. That's what I'm talking about. But now this right here kind of jumps out. All brought to you, of course, by Tropical Gyros. Well, look here. Cody Bellinger reportedly traded to Yankees. Cubs get Cody Petit. Seemed like Cody Bellinger was heading back to the Chicago Cubs for the 2025 season when he exercised his player option in November, but not so fast. Chicago reportedly traded the veteran to the New York Yankees on Tuesday. This is according to ESPN's Jeff Passan. Outfielder first baseman Cody Bellinger has been traded from the Chicago Cubs to the New York Yankees. Sources tell ESPN Bellinger, 29, is a former MVP and has 2 years remaining on his contract with an opt-out after 2025. Yankees continue to be aggressive post Juan Soto. And that's not, you know, that's a big move right there. So now you got Bellinger at first, Jazz at second, shortstop, Gleyber Torres. Then you got third baseman. We're looking to get possibly the third baseman from the Twins. Also looking at potentially getting Alonso from over there in New York, from the Mets. Yeah, that infield is getting tight. And then you got Sada Beckham. That's a good move, in my opinion, by the Yanks. It really is. I think it's a smart move. Yeah, and basically that's all they Cody Poteet for Bellinger plus get $5 million in cash return. That's a great deal. That's a great deal. Now, This is another name popping up in free agency. This is Sung Kim. That's right, shortstop of the San Diego Padres. Here's the top landing spots for him. And they say there's 10 suitors. Number 10, the Houston Astros. Caller I see, I get to you in a second. Number 9, the Boston Red Sox. Number 8, the Padres, his home team. 7, the Kansas City Royals. Are the Royals really trying to spend money? Are the Royals really trying to spend money? Boy, they spent a lot on Bobby Witt. So where does that put Bobby Witt? Does that move Bobby Witt to second or the third? Interesting. Number 6, the Philadelphia Phillies. Number 5, the New York Yankees. Number 4, the Atlanta Braves. Number 3, the Seattle Mariners. Number 2, the Detroit Tigers. That's surprising, but they made a run last year. And number 1, of course, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Pearly, stinking Dodgers with the unlimited checkbook. We'll talk to him when he chimes in. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Hello.
Hey, Sparky, turn down your radio for me, please, brother.
I just did. You know, you got to realize you're coming on with a delay, so I can turn on and hear you come on to me.
Yeah, man. So what's going on, Sparky? Happy holidays to you and yours, man. What you got for me briefly?
Well, I told you yesterday, today was going to be a trying day. Going to do that thing I was telling you about. I had to go and sit in one place where they did something called an echocardiogram on me.
Oh, okay.
So that was first thing this morning up by that place. So I'll wait on those results to see what's going on with the ticker. Other than that, you know, normal time when I hear you talking sports, well, I was trying to call you earlier, but you were so busy, then the 5 o'clock hour come. But when I hear you talking sports, most of the time you and you guys, you'll be talking American sports, most of the time. But I like to talk Bahamians to get involved. Let me tell you the advantage they have. I like to talk local Bahamians. Bahamians don't know that there was a softball field right on Madera Street. Right where Palmdale Shopping Plaza was. That was Garfunkel softball field, and they used to play softball at night with lights.
Right.
A lot of Bahamians, like you might not have known about that.
That was right in back of the Garfunkel Auditorium that used to be Aquinas over there.
No, in the back. It was right on the right where the Madera Street Shopping Plaza is.
Okay.
That was the Garfunkel.
But the Garfunkel Auditorium was right down the street at the old Aquinas property, correct?
Right. The Garfunkel Auditorium was right next to, right where they built, they renovated the auditorium and they built the new St. Thomas More Church.
Right. Okay.
Okay, that's where the Garfunkel Auditorium was. Aquinas was at the back, more over by Culmusville, in the backyard.
All right.
The auditorium is right next on the side of the road. They used to play softball there at night. We actually had a rodeo in the Bahamas back in the 60s. You ever heard about Roy Rogers and Dale Evans and Trigger the Horse and all of them?
Yeah, man.
All of them been to Nassau, you know.
I know.
They was there on that park with all the bulls and the cars jumping over cars and all that kind of thing. Bull riding and stuff. We had that in the Bahamas. When we wanted to go play baseball and softball and stuff, we had to walk from Madera Street out to Fort Charlotte to play baseball and softball and soccer and cricket. Haynes Oval was on the western end. They were playing cricket there. By the area where you see they put the flag when you had independence. And then soccer was on the eastern end by where the carnival is now. So on Sunday morning you had softball, you had baseball, cricket, and soccer going on at the same time. But we had to go to church first. You got to go to church first. After church, you come home, you get your glove and your cleats and thing, and you get down there the best way you could. So the children today, they got advantage. They got parents who could pick them up to these softball parks and sit out there in the bleachers and watch their children play and encourage them. Back in our day, Naughty, the parents, they had no car. So you and your boys get together and you walk down there by yourself. You had to encourage yourself to go to get involved, like how Andre Rogers and them, because Andre Rogers and them would live right there on Nassau Street. So there was him and Roy and Randy and all the whole family. They was right there on Nassau Street by the Western Cemetery. They could just walk to the first corner and they on the park. Most of us, like Eddie Ford and all of them, Eddie Ford and them was living down by Windsor Park. And all of us was up in Madera Street in the Valley and wherever else we living. We had to walk down there. No parents around. I played volleyball for the Bahamas first national volleyball team. And I can tell you to this day, I never had a parent sit in the bleachers or watch me play softball, football, or anything yet.
You know, like Bob Dylan say, times are changing, Sparky, but I appreciate you calling in and bringing us that history lesson and getting us up to snuff. I do. And you need to call tomorrow and let me know some other sports, but you play volleyball. Sparky, you had bad legs from them. Maybe you ain't playing any volleyball. Hey, Naughty, with all of the scholarships tennis players get to go when you're talking about sports in this country, what show are you talking about? Because we mention tennis all the time. We mention Davis Cup teams. We mention championships that are played here at the Bahamas Tennis Association. I mean, come on. We mention traveling teams. We even mentioned some of the good, the bad, and the ugly pertaining to tennis. So you might have missed it when we talked about it, but I can tell you, the Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association, if they'd be a little more, forthwith with getting this to the public and to the media, it might be a little bit easier. So that might be a little, contributing factor. Might not be easy to get that info all the time. Or when they think they get into a certain place, it don't get to where it needs to be. So maybe that might be something they need to work on. We got Pearly zoomed in, right? What's going on, Pearly?
I'm right here. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, my brother. What's going on with you?
All right here. Riding with the wave.
Riding with the wave. But listen here. I don't need you. I don't need your Dodgers to get too far out of pocket. You know, you ought to really run right out. I think you should leave Ha-Sung Kim alone. Because I hear you are the number one contenders to sign Ha-Sung Kim.
Ha-Sung Kim and Roki Sasaki.
Yeah. So Bellinger's a Yankee.
That's good. Now you got somebody who can play center field.
Now you got somebody who can play first base.
Oh, you can put him on first?
Yeah, or center. But I mean, I like him over LeMahieu on first, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get LeMahieu out of it, to tell you the truth.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it was Dodgers playing, and quote a Yankee fan from WFAN in New York, classless pigs by auctioning off the ball that Judge dropped for charity? It made $40,000 to be given to charity.
And who said what was said?
The sportscaster from WFAN in New York said the Dodgers are classless pigs to do that.
The Dodgers are classless pigs in general when it comes to their spending, but I think it was a good gesture, so he should knock them for the gestures. But are y'all classless pigs? Yes, as Yankee fans, that's how we feel. I mean, I don't tell you that because you're my boy, but sometimes when you're in around, like when the Dodgers won the World Series and I was kicking the neighbor's dogs, I said, you're a classless pig just like Pearly and the rest of them, Dodger. Anyway.
So when Steinbrenner was doing that, he was a
genius. He was a trailblazer. He taught you all how to do it. That's why we upset you're doing it better than us in 2024.
Okay. All right.
That's why you're classless too, because you stole Steinbrenner's mojo. That's what also makes you all blue-blooded, Chavez Ravine dwelling, classless Dodger pigs. I like it.
Don't cut me.
Oink, 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 oink. After they cut you.
All the way to that next World Series ring.
Lord God, Father of baby Jesus, please let us sign Sasaki, please, and let us. Thank you, amen.
He ain't coming there. We don't get him, San Diego get him.
San Diego. I don't know. San Diego look like they got people ready to get out of there.
Yep.
All right, Pearly. Listen. I don't know if we should slide from baseball. Any other hot news in baseball? I mean, just rumblings.
Just rumblings.
Yankees look like they're trying to make a play on old boy from the Dodgers, Santander. I mean, from the Orioles, Santander.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When the meetings and nothing, I guess we won't hear nothing until after Christmas.
Here's something that just popped up NBA-wise, and we could segue into the NBA after this, but yet again, the NBA All-Star Game in 2025 is new rules and bracket announced for new tournament format of the All-Star Game. Have you ever heard such ridiculousness?
Everything the NBA doing now is ridiculousness.
Yes, and he followed the Yankees on IG, by the way, Pearlie. All right? Shout out to Andorni, Statboy 2.0 for hitting me up with that. And, hey, this show is groundbreaking when the father-in-law of Cody Bellinger is confirming with us if his son-in-law just got traded. Yes, Mark, he is now a New York Yankee. Pinstripes. So when you go to see your grandkids in New York, me, MJ, and Pearlie going to watch the game with you. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's all. It'll be close to home. It'll be close to home. Close to home. I bet everybody close to home with the kids. That's good.
Yeah, and apparently Santander, followed the Yankees on Instagram, changing up profile pics and so on and so forth.
Get all them Cubs jersey, no problem.
Yeah, man. And we got the 2 thumbs up from the Bahamian father-in-law. I love it. So, he's happy he's a Yankee, too. You see what I'm saying?
Good move from him. I like it. That's a good move, Mark. Really good move.
It's a real good, and we're friend of our good friend of the show, Mark Carter, obviously, Carter Marketing Legacy. Yeah, his daughter's married to Cody Bellinger. So, there's the connection. And there we have yet another Bahamian on the Yankees. We got Jazz and Cody. And Cody's technically a Bahamian because, we adopted him because he's part of the Carters.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So technically we got 2 Bahamians on the squad.
Yep, that's a good move.
I like it. All right, Mr. Producer says we got to get to the first break, Pearlie. We'll get to that first break, and then we'll get back with the picks. We got to talk some NBA. Tonight, we'll talk some NFL, and then we'll talk some NBA. And where do your Dolphins go from here, Pearlie?
The draft pick.
They should kick it with the Cowboys in the draft party, right? I don't know where we going trying to win games.
Piss me off. Anyway,
anyhow. But on another note, you did well in fantasy, my brother.
Oh, yeah.
You took it, and I saw a mouthy individual. They were saying, man, they thought they could take you. I saw him at Home Run Derby. George, you did what you had to do. Heavy heart. I beat my brother-in-law by 1 point.
Yeah, but that ain't over because it's 2 weeks, so you're only halfway there.
Yeah, I know, but still, they're still ouching. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the matchups this week and advantage the naughty one. But I'm knocking on wood because you know how that goes. Them 2-week playoff formats is be rough. But nonetheless, that should be a good league. I bowed out gracefully as a champion, the only 2-time champion in the league, but I bow out this year. It is up to you and Chef to sip from the golden goblet, my brother. Go chase it.
I'm chasing.
You and Chef, we'll hear who wins that league. And then the Eastern Red White Boy League, well, hey, Pearlie, I dropped 118 on that behind. I had to spank it up a little bit on the weekend. Let him know who the defending champ is and why.
I just had to kick my nephew butt in the family league, so, I had to show him, don't disrespect for Uncle Earl.
Why he's getting mouthy again, eh?
Always.
Well, do what you had to do. It is what it is.
Yep.
Let him know. Wouldn't be no new school if it wasn't for the old school. And we're going to go to the break on that one.
Them with your friend. You burn a fire upon a week at Babylon and the free chat. Could I never get me down? I know they try to use me and abuse me. I leave them with your friend.
Around the world, Cleveland Clinic is recognized as a leader in healthcare. Our team of experts relentlessly pursues the best for our patients. From groundbreaking cancer research to state-of-the-art heart surgery, life's innovations happen here every day. When it's time to travel for your health, it's time to travel to Cleveland Clinic, your destination for every care in the world. To learn more, visit clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
Play with dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Bring flavor home for the holidays with a KFC Festive Feast. Create timeless memories with a $20 KFC Festive Bucket, brimming with 8 pieces of your favorite fried chicken and 4 buttery biscuits, or decorate the dinner table with a mega Festive Bucket featuring 8 pieces of juicy chicken, 4 biscuits, a large corn and mashed potato duo with a side of gravy, and 4 of our new pumpkin dessert biscuits. Crunch the holidays however you want and let us do the dishes. KFC Nassau, it's finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful, and with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Celebrate the magic of Christmas with Sugar D's and their freshly baked holiday treats. From indulgent desserts to warm, comforting pastries, they have everything to make your season sweeter, like their standard cakes in red velvet, chocolate, vanilla, carrot, and Oreo. And of course, their specialty cakes like German chocolate, pina colada, and so much more. Pre-order now and share the joy of the season by calling 552-8624.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Lord have mercy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, well. People on fire, pana we got Babylon and the free talk coulda never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. Me bona fire, pana we got Babylon and the free talk coulda never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. The work goes for so long on them plantation, and me never get paid. Or gold they stole away, how many life them slain, not them in them face. Why are yes, you and your crew can go to well, cause after we know under you colonial spell, and all those false doctrine that you compel. Hey, and all those books you stole away, all those kids you led astray. Wait on your judgment day. Bobby wrong, me bona fire, pana we got Babylon and the freezer coulda never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. Me bona fire, pana we got Babylon and the freezer coulda never get me down.
We're back at you on the Tuesday, December 17th edition of Talking Heads. And Pearly, before we get into the picks, we got to do it real quick. So yeah, let's talk real quick. What's your take on the Lakers incarnation, man? I mean,
I might give up on the Lakers. They done. Even though they beat the Grizzlies the other night, I think that's a fluke. When
you look at it, the Grizzlies couldn't hit the broad side of the bucket in the first half.
Lakers may not even make a move.
Correct. Now I'm hearing they want to stand pat with this squad. I mean, I think LeBron's trying to set Redick up to be a lame duck, one and done first year coach. I think Redick's showing some real good coaching acumen. I think he should be given a chance. I just think
he should be given a chance. I like what he's doing.
I mean, the Lakers, to me, if they were smart, they would trade LeBron, Bronny, and say Gabe Vincent to somebody for a decent player or some picks.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. I want this question. There's rumor mill, little rumor mill that should the Dolphins fire McDaniels after the season?
Boy, I don't know, but I think he could work one time in Ferguson and a couple of them other pieces.
Saying he's too predictable. People know what he's got to call. They're ready for the plays. It's no creativity. There's nothing different with the team.
Maybe when he had Shanahan as a big shadow, that helped him. But now when he stepped out of that shadow, a la Kellen Moore in Dallas, you got a little exposed. Like he did in San Diego. Now in Philadelphia, Moore has improved. So maybe he has to go the route of being a head coach, being fired, come back as offensive coordinator. Maybe that's where his strength's at. Maybe that's where he does best, is just being that coordinator. I don't know, but if he's become predictable, then, you know, maybe he's been taking too many trips to South Beach. Maybe some of them disheveled pictures might be some smoke to that fire, eh? Or some fire to that smoke. We still got Pearly, or he muted himself? The king of mute has done it again.
No, I'm driving in the car and I pulled up home, so my internet kicked in.
Oh, okay. All right. So it hopped from one to the next.
It's over. It kills you out.
All right. Well, we got they talking about a new All-Star game format like we were mentioning, and we got sidetracked, I think, with a call. But apparently, I mentioned it earlier, the NBA wants to have a new format for the All-Star game starting in 2025. A new format for the All-Star game. Per the league's announcement, the All-Star game will utilize a 4-team tournament-style format. 24 players who make the All-Star team proper will be divided into 3 teams of 8 players. The 4th team in the field will be the winning squad in the Rising Stars game on Friday night during All-Star weekend. In addition, NBA All-Star voting presented by AT&T will tip off on Thursday, December 19th at 10 a.m. By honorary general managers and inside the NBA personalities Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Fellow TNT NBA analyst Candace Parker will serve as the honorary general manager. All right, this is taking a circus kind of feel to it now, okay?
Yeah.
This is not like the NFL where players genuinely say, I'm not playing in the Pro Bowl. I've seen too many injuries, and that's why it's become what it's become. This NBA All-Star Weekend, ridiculous. They should not let this go that way, man.
I ain't gonna watch it. I ain't watched the last NBA All-Star game in 3 years.
I'd probably been longer than that. Good afternoon, Naughty and Pearly. Please don't hate kids for believing in Santa. I know some adults that still believe in the Miami Dolphins. But bump. It's been that kind of Tuesday, Pearly. So, got to remind everybody, you still have a couple of weeks left before the grand drawing in the Island Games big NFL takedown promotion. They've given away $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, and now the grand prize is up for grabs. And in December, the winner is going to be, blessed with an all-expense-paid trip for 2 to the Super Bowl in New Orleans. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. All right, for more information, all you have to do is log on to theislandgame.com. Once you're there, check out the sportsbook, their sportsbook. Set yourself up an account. Once you get verified and you make a deposit, they're going to give you some bonus bucks to play with as well. Make a $20 bet, single game bet or a parlay, and you're going to be registered for the grand prize drawing in December. You can play as many times as you want, get registered as many times as you want. And like I said, the grand prize, all expense paid trip to the Super Bowl in New Orleans. So keep on listening out. I'll tell you when the grand drawing is. All right, Pearly. Night. College football. One of the first bowl games kicking off. Bowl week is right upon us. Yep. You got number 25, Memphis, 10-2, taking on a very strong 6-6 West Virginia squad. Now, you got to look at these games. Memphis -5, but look at the transfer portal. You have to look at which school has lost the most players in the transfer portal. Marshall could not field a team because they lost too many players in the transfer portal.
But West Virginia is trending. They may have picked up players.
You see what I'm saying? I think they may have the uptick in returning players, or at least in semblance to what their team was this year compared to Memphis. Memphis may be gutted by the transfer portal. So I will cautiously say take West Virginia plus the 5 and go under the 61 points. If you're not dealing with regular starters and so on and so forth, the offenses may be a problem here. Defense may have an advantage. So give me West Virginia plus the 5.
Who's the favorite?
Memphis -5. And this is in the Frisco Bowl.
I'll take West Virginia in the points.
I'll take West Virginia in 5 and give me under the 61.
Yeah.
Then we switch. Then we have tomorrow. You have at 9 p.m. Cal 6-6 taking on number 24 UNLV 10-3. UNLV -3. I like UNLV. We'll talk about that tomorrow, but that's the next upcoming bowl. Then you have another one on Friday and Saturday, and right up until the new year, basically, and some good ones. Some good ones, like on the 21st, Saturday, the 21st, Tennessee versus Ohio, number 7 versus number 6, both 10-2. Saturday the 28th, BYU and Colorado. Another good game right there. So, the college bowl season is going to be really good. And then when you want to look at the Bahama Bowl, that's going to be fully loaded as well, too. And that's in the new year. Correct?
I like that. Yep.
That's got the Buffalo Bulls taking on Liberty. And Liberty's an exciting team to watch.
Liberty can score.
Exactly. So that should be a good one right there.
Score at will. That should be a pretty good game right there.
You got NBA action tonight, Pearly. You got the finals of the in-season tournament, right? The Bucks taking on the Thunder tonight. The Thunder 6-point favorites over the Bucks. Thunder -6 over 216. I'm going to go with the Thunder and the money line, and I'm going to say over the 216.
Okay. I'd ride with you.
All right. Sounds like a plan. And that's a wrap right there, Purdy. Mr. Producer giving us the sign, so we got to get to the break. Flip side of the break, we got some Colin Cowherd and some Nick Wright taking us home today. And they got a great conversation. They're talking Colin's top 10 in the NFL, the Eagles' Super Bowl chances, and what's the future in Chicago. Are they regretting drafting Caleb Williams on top of everything with the coaching?
I think the problem is they're not giving him a chance. I think he's a pretty good quarterback with a lot of potential. I just think
they need to do
with the guy they had last year.
They need to do what they need to do, like what they did in USC. Have an offensive coordinator design a game plan around his strengths.
Yeah.
You do that with the other pieces you got. Chicago should have a chance with coaching, though, and who they hire, because obviously they got to hire a new coach. So they might have a wonderkin in the wings waiting to spruce up that offense. We'll see. But we'll hear that and more from Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd on the take-home. All right, so quick break, flip side of the break. They'll be taking you home, man. For Pearly and for everybody who chimed in, man, be good, Bahamas. And if you can't be good at it. Happy holidays.
Bobby Ram, me bona fire pan a weekend. Babylon and the freezer coulda never get me down. And though they tried to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. Me bona fire pan a weekend. Babylon and the
NRG is nutrition. Check out our world-famous smoothies, signature quinoa dishes. We have the best salad and breakfast fit for a king and his queen. Open for breakfast, lunch, and now dinner. Each order is made with love and the highest quality ingredients and is nutritionally balanced. Visit any of our 3 locations. Old Fort Bay, open until 7:30 p.m. West Bay Street and Gladstone Road in the Monrose Complex, open until 4 p.m. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at NRG Bahamas. NRG, nutrition ready to go.
Refined style with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then Fine Threads is your place. If you want to look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, want to step out and look great, then Fine Threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care, means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
This KFC drip just won't quit. Step your flavor game up with the new KFC Saucy Nuggets. 100% real premium white meat nuggets, sauced in your choice of one of 5 KFC sauces: Korean barbecue, mango habanero, guava barbecue, stinging honey garlic, or signature barbecue. Do whatever the crunch you want with any of our new KFC Saucy Nuggets. 100% real, 100% a deal. Only available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. KFC Saucy Nuggets drip. It's finger-licking good.
Lysol Power Clean 2 times concentrated multi-surface cleaner kills 99.9% germs even when diluted. Gives you more cleaning power per ounce and has 10 hours of fragrance burst. Lysol Power Clean 2 times concentrated multi-surface cleaner is perfect for disinfecting your environment during the cold and flu season. You can find a Lysol concentrated product at a store near you.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Lord have mercy. Whoa, well. People na fire, pana we got Babylon and the freezer coulda never get me down.
Nick Wright is joining us live, co-host First Things First. Like, I'm to a point, like, Kansas City's just a legacy vote. Like, I don't know what they're going to look like. I think they'll beat Houston with Carson Wentz, frankly, because I think Carson's one of the more talented backups.
Does everyone have access of standings than me? I love a legacy vote. Another way is they have the best record. They have the best coach, the best player, they're the 2-time defending champ, and they have the best record. The Chiefs are being discussed this year like they're 9-5, but, oh, well, you've got to give them credit. They have the best record. And no, J-Mac, the Bills didn't beat the Chiefs 3 weeks ago. They did beat the Chiefs 5 weeks ago and 57 weeks ago and 104 weeks ago as they beat them every regular season, and the Chiefs dog walk them in the playoffs. But if we're doing the head-to-head thing, then I guess Baltimore should be ahead of Buffalo because Baltimore beat Buffalo by 25, and the Raiders should be super high because they beat the Ravens. They, of course, didn't beat the Chiefs because only one team did. So let's talk about this for a second, because this is now the second straight week, Colin, that you have left the Chiefs at 2 and have ahead of them a team whose coach and quarterback you don't trust. I told you if they played Detroit in the Super Bowl, you wouldn't pick right. Detroit.
You're right.
Detroit's now down to 6. All the Chiefs do is win. Philly, if it is Sirianni and Hurts against Reed and Mahomes in a Super Bowl again, there is no chance you're going with Philly. There's none whatsoever. Like, I feel like I'm living in this alternate universe where everyone, your wonderful co-host included, who was as wrong as anyone's ever been about anything, about the Chiefs last year, and then in February was like, I will not make that mistake again, I'm sorry, has now seen the Chiefs win 13 of 14 games, and they're like, I don't know how good they are. I got a pretty good idea how good they are. Pretty damn good. So yeah. That's my takeaway, and you got the Broncos a little too high, but you love Sean Payton, so fine.
I do. Okay, so I was saying this about Detroit, is that if you look, I mean, the NFL is not the NBA. You play hurt, you yell at players. It's kind of an alpha league. And I think a lot of that is because you play outdoors, everybody's hurt, you got to play hurt. And the truth is the power is in the coach and the GM, not the players. And so when I look at Dan Campbell, I understand we love the reckless and the wild and the crazy. But onside kicks now, you have to announce you're doing it. So the surprise of the onside kick is done. I watched that and I thought, I'm hoping he did that because he didn't trust his defense. Because otherwise, that was an egregiously reckless coaching move. I can think 2 things. I love the coach, but it is now time to pivot away from, hey, we're the little guy on the block. No, you're closer to IBM than the garage band, right?
No, so that's an important distinction. An important distinction is the underdog needs to play the variance game. The favorite needs to avoid it. And so what can be the right decision if it's like, man, if this game goes to overtime, not that this was the concern there, you know, if you're a big underdog and you score a touchdown in the waning moments and extra point ties it, 2 point wins it, there's a good argument go for the win, because the more football that's played, the bigger the other team's edge increases. But the Lions are now the favorite in a bunch of spots and still have an underdog mentality. Underdog mentality can be good. Underdog strategy, not so much. But my concern for the Lions is 2 weeks in a row, Dan Campbell on the 4th down decision against Green Bay and then the onside kick with 12 minutes left. Forget the strategy elements of it, which I thought were flawed, and even the most aggressive analytical models say that old, not just the outside world, but his team.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't trust the defense at all, actually.
Yep.
And that's the defense that they are now going to have to try to win a Super Bowl with. And I feel terribly for the Lions. I do think it's injuries. And again, not every team's Kansas City that can lose their running back, top 3 receivers, top corner, left tackle, defensive end, and just keep chugging along. Most teams, it derails them. And that might have been what happened or is happening to the Detroit Lions. But Colin, there are a lot of, ways for this Lions team to go from the Super Bowl favorites for the first time in franchise history to out in the wild card round. They are not locked into the 1 seed. They are not even locked into winning that division. If Minnesota passes them, then Detroit is going on the road to Tampa, who beat them, or to the Rams, who played them to overtime earlier. If they fall to the 2, they could be playing Green Bay, who just played them down to the final seconds a few weeks ago. I think Detroit's an excellent offensive team that, unfortunately, the defense doesn't have the horses right now to make them a real contender.
So I was saying this, there was a moment in that Eagles game where Nick Sirianni went to talk to a player and a defensive line, not even a coordinator, a defensive line coach stepped in his way. And I thought, whoa. That's not the way it works. This moment tells me, and you would never do that to an elite coach. You wouldn't do that to Vrabel, Tomlin, Peyton, Reed. Isn't that a sign that if they lose early, regardless of his past wins, Sirianni's in trouble?
Well, so it's so interesting. Dom's like, you put me in a tough spot here. The one guy on the sideline bigger than me that's not a player is the one you got an issue with. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. The Sirianni stuff is so fascinating to me, Colin, because I know it is not in vogue these days to, care about things like wins and losses and your actual record. But those of us that do, wins are a coaching stat, and his win-loss record is spectacular. So I have to give him credit for that. The flip side is, I don't know what he does. Kellen Moore calls the plays. Vic Fangio does the defense. It seems like A.J. Brown via press conference dictates what style of offense they're going to play. His game management is shaky, and he doesn't put out fires. He sends to set them. So I want to be fair to Sirianni, because the results, aside from the end of last season, have been exemplary when he's there. But it is true that Philadelphia, it's been reported, considered replacing him after last year.
Yeah.
Right now, the team has the number 1 scoring and number 1 yardage defense in football, the best running game in football, and 2 of the best wide receivers in football. If they, and I don't think they will, by the way, I think this is a deserved right now NFC favorite, given what's happened with Detroit. If they fall short, I just don't see a lot of scenarios where it's not either because of something ridiculous Sirianni did, or because Jalen Hurts, who's out here scolding the media, saying, is that what you guys wanted to see? As if it were the media that started that conversation, not his star wide receiver and the longest tenured player on the team in Brandon Graham. But set that aside. I think it'll either because Sirianni screws it up or Hurts comes up short.
Yeah. So I watched the Bears last night. And I think there are 3. So I'm going to ask you the question I asked J-Mac. And let's just play along. There are 3 broken teams to me in the league: Bears, Jets, Giants. broken. Chargers were a little broken last year, but they had a quarterback, and to be honest, in my lifetime, Fouts, Breeze, Rivers, Herbert, they're always fun to watch. They always get the offense right. They were never broken. They just chargered a lot of wins into losses.
Yeah. Browns fans are like, we can't even get on the broken team list? Like, geez. But go ahead, sorry.
So I'm going to ask you this. You're Mike Vrabel, who is clearly now that Belichick's in college, the number one. I would argue of the three, the Jets have the best roster. Excellent corners, pass rush, now 2 receivers, star back, and they found their left tackle out of Penn State. Don't love Aaron, but I think it's the best roster we'll play in history. When they're rolling, they are second to the Yankees in that city. They are a big deal. The Bears have Caleb Williams. You are Mike Vrabel. What do you tell your agent? Star quarterback, best roster, or the blue blood franchise having a rough decade?
Yeah, the easy one is this. Last place is the Jets. And if one does believe in cursed franchises, the single most torturous thing and cruel thing to Jets fans is exactly what has happened, which is the moment they're eliminated from playoff contention, they see the version of Aaron Rodgers they thought they were going to get the whole time, and it might just be enough to fool that dopey franchise to bringing him back at age 42 and running this whole thing back for more disaster. So the Jets are a clear last place.
Okay.
I think the Bears must go with an offensive coach, but that's not your question. Your question is essentially if Vrabel were offered all 3 jobs, which one would he take? If I were Mike Vrabel, I would take the Bears. I would take the Bears.
Okay.
Because I still believe Caleb Williams is going to be a great player.
Yeah.
I think Caleb is having one of the oddest rookie seasons ever. Like, he refuses to throw interceptions, and I actually think that's a bad thing. I'd feel better if he had been throwing some interceptions. Also, the dysfunction of the firing the OC, firing the head coach, all of that has worked against him. But I think they are going to go offense, which then means if I'm Vrabel, I think the Giants are exciting. He's injured right now, but they have a franchise left tackle. Malik Neighbors is a great player, even if he's already kind of, a dozen games into his career, but Vrabel will get his arms around that. They have an excellent defensive line, and they're going to be able to draft the quarterback in the top 2 or 3, which is where they're going to be drafting. So I think that for Vrabel is what fits. I think the Bears are the most attractive job, but I think that they have to go offense to try to pair Caleb with someone who can grow together.
By the way, I let you sit here and take shots at me. I did get the Denver Broncos right. I'm going to be honest.
Okay, so here's the thing. Listen, you did get the Denver Broncos right. I also, their preseason total was 5.5.
Yeah.
I thought that was insane. But I would pump my Bo Nix victory lap. Sean Payton victory lap's fine.
Okay.
The Bo Nix stuff, I think Bo Nix is, turns 30 this year, and I just saw him throw 3 picks and need Jonathan Taylor to drop the ball on the 1 and, the terrible A.D. Mitchell play.
Yeah.
But listen, Nick Bonitto's an excellent player.
Yeah.
Broncos are going to be in the playoffs and so good job by Sean Payton. Good job by you. Maybe just one day. Let me ask you this real quick.
All right.
Next year, if the Chiefs are the 3-time defending Super Bowl champions and have the best record in the NFL, do you think you can find it within your heart to keep them at number 1 on the hierarchy? Is that fair? I know 2-time defending champs' best record, need to see more. If they pull off the 3-peat and have the best record, can they be number 1?
No promises. It's just new information.
Yeah, of course. See ya.
See ya, buddy. Nick Wright. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be,
Fire, we got Babylon and the free talk coulda never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the frown. Me bona fire, we got Babylon and the free talk coulda never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the brown.